Hi everyone, welcome back to another Sims 4 build. This build is actually going to be a unrestricted build based on a post I saw on Pinterest. I have a Pinterest that is dedicated to floor plans and solely for the purpose of building houses in The Sims. And while I was browsing Pinterest, I saw this particular house and it had a picture of the outside and pictures of the floor plan bent down. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to build this and I'm going to record it and I'm going to put it on YouTube because I just want to show you guys what I kind of do for fun. And building floor plans from real life houses are something that I really like to do. And in fact, occasionally in this video across the street from this house you'll see another house that has cars in the front. That house is actually floor plan is the floor plan of the real life house that my husband and I are currently purchasing, that we were trying to move into at the beginning of June this year. So yeah, I didn't record that video though because that's more of like a personal private thing, but if it is requested I will redo it for other people. But yeah, that it's just something that I like to do in The Sims, is build real life things. And my kitty cat is saying hello, he wants attention, so I'm gonna give him a little scratchy scratch. So yeah, that's why I'm building this house. It's because I was inspired by it from Pinterest and I really wanted to make it. I do change some things and a lot of things are left up to the imagination because I only ever saw the picture of the outside and a picture of the kitchen after it was already built in real life. So yeah, and I'll actually link that in the description below so you guys can take a look at the original website that whoever it was linked it to Pinterest from. That way you guys can see it and make it if you want. You can also download this from the gallery if you would not like to put in the effort to do so. Building it on your own, that is. It is on the gallery under Big Family Home or Big Family House. I can't remember at this point. Because I did record this several days ago. I had the intentions of recording and editing and uploading within two days, but it's Wednesday and I recorded it last Friday, so I've been a little bit behind, but yeah, I mean, as long as I'm uploading something now, I don't see the problem. But yeah, so this is what I wanted to do, and it is a very big house. I think it has 7 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms. Well, 5.5 bathrooms. I can't remember that off the top of my head, but I think that's what it is. And of course, some of the bedrooms could be reused or rearranged to be like an office or a workout room. It's really all dependent on what you guys like and what you guys want. I'm actually really glad that the City Living Pack added garage doors to the game, even though they don't work for regular cars, solely for the purpose of design, because a lot of the houses I design have garages and I can't really do garages without them, so I'm glad that we have them now. You'll see me going slowly like I am right now. Every once in a while it's me counting how many spaces I'm gonna need to fit in whatever is in that particular room. Right now that would be on the left would be the kitchen. I was counting how many cabinets were in the picture and how many I would need in The Sims. Let's see. Oh yeah, and that little tiny room that I just put that door on is going to be the mudroom. For those of you who don't know what a mudroom is, it's kind of like a foyer, but it's between the house and the garage, or usually an outside area, so you don't track mud into the house, aka, excuse me, which is the reason why it's called a mudroom, because that's where all the mud stays. Let's see. So yeah, the area on the left is going to be the kitchen. The area on the right where the pillars are is going to be the living room / family room. I do love an open concept in a house, and so I was really happy when I saw that this floor plan had an open floor plan. And I know I sound like super posh or whatever the term would be for people who just overuse fancy words like open floor plan in regard. Sorry, my cat is getting all up in my business right now. For people who are into houses and they'll just describe them in certain ways, like floor plan. Yeah, I do really like open floor plans. Okay, and in just a little bit you will notice me putting in different colored counters. That is on purpose. In the picture of the kitchen on Pinterest, it did have different counters for the island, and so I decided to leave it that way. But of course you can always change things. It's up to you, your own creative freedom, and that's what I really like about The Sims and The Sims Gallery, is you can download someone else's design and kind of create it in the way that you like, if it's not perfect for you. And so yeah, I give you guys permission to do that as long as you credit me if you share it to the gallery. Which is, yeah, all fine and dandy. See, there is the different colored counters here. Let's see. I was trying to figure out a color that I wanted to be prominent in the living room slash kitchen area, and I do end up going with that navy blue wall, which is like my favorite color. I don't know why, but I love it so much. And in fact, I think in my house, my future house, I'm going to have that navy blue wall color in my bedroom, because I love the effect that it has on my brain. I don't know if that's the same for you guys, if colors make you feel happy or not happy, but it does for me. And that's why I want my bedroom to be that color. Here, this is me doing the upstairs based on the floor plan that I saw. It's not 100% perfect, and I thought I was going to do these diagonal walls, but the picture doesn't have diagonal walls, and I wanted to stay pretty much true to the floor plan, so I stick with the 90-degree angled walls, just to give it, you know, a little bit more, what's the word, truth, I guess, to the floor plan and the original design. And I like that you can put the roofs through walls, because I hate it when roofs are not completely, you know, flush to the wall, and then in real life it would be like leaking and whatnot. But I know in Sims there's no rain, at least for now. They could add a pack later. That'd be pretty cool. I would be really excited for seasons. I never actually got to play Sims seasons in Sims 2. A little bit of my Sims history here. I got Sims 2 from my cousin who introduced me to The Sims, and I only ever had Sims 2 pets, and I think that was about it. Sims 2 pets. I think I did have a few other game, like, stuff packs, but I don't think I ever had really much in the way of expansions. But I loved Sims 2, and what am I even saying anymore? I don't know. Right here, I'm going to be doing the bathroom that'll be shared between the two bedrooms on the side, which is where those diagonal zigzags are. The bathroom would be shared between the two bedrooms, and I actually kind of really like this bathroom. I'm kind of jealous that I don't actually have a bathroom that will end up looking the way that this bathroom ends up looking like. But I actually thought I did a pretty good job of creating this house the way it was supposed to be created. It even has, like, the master bedroom has 2 walk-in closets from the bathroom, and I know that in The Sims we can't really do walk-in closets per se, and I put that in air quotes, because, I mean, I guess you could make it with shelves and whatnot, but I don't know. it's not really the way that I would want it to be, so I turn them into just like walk-in closet slash dresser room. I don't know. Which is the walls that I just put up is me trying to figure out how the walk-in closets in the room slash bathroom would work, and I figured out. Let's see. And my brain is all over the place today. After all of the walls are put up, you'll notice that as I'm creating the room decorations, that things will appear unfinished and then suddenly be finished. And the reason why that is because I had to do some editing magic, because this built me 3.5 hours to record. The first recording was 3.5 hours long, and yeah, it was just, you know, too long to reduce or speed up, and then, you know, have a little bit of editing here and there. And it ended up, after I was happy with the way that it was edited and displayed, it ended up being about an hour long still, and I wanted to keep it around 30 minutes for you guys because I know that you lead busy lives and you don't have time to sit around for an hour to just watch someone build and talk about their build. So I cut it down to 30 minutes for your benefit, but if you're the kind of person who really wants to see all of the effort and detail that it went into this build, I can and probably will upload a video that is the hour-long build that I was happy with. The time that I was happy with it being an hour, but I'm sure it was too long for you guys. That has more detail into how I design the rooms and whatnot. So yeah, if I don't have the chance to upload the more accurate build soon, I just comment below that you want to see it if I forget, and then I'll remember and then do it for you guys soon. I just have to know that you guys want it, I guess. And it's fine if you don't. I'll probably still upload it if I remember. So yeah, I never really plan the lights when I'm just building. I usually plan them after I'm designing the room and whatnot. So don't be mad at me for just haphazardly putting lights everywhere. I actually missed that room down there, or the bathroom, but oh well. Let's see. Oh, here I'm putting on the roofs. The roofs are pretty true to what I saw in the blueprint slash picture of the house. I did that on purpose because I thought the roofs looked pretty cool, and I actually really suck at putting roofs on houses, and I'm actually not really that great of a builder either, but that's beside the point. I suck at putting roofs on houses, and I've watched so many, you know, simmers or sim YouTubers on like how to do roofs that are, you know, not stupid looking, and it doesn't really ever help. So I tried my best to make it look good. My intention was to have those windows inside the roofs, but it didn't really work out that way. I'm not sure if there's a way to do it or not, so the windows aren't, you know, whited out or whatever the term is for not being able to see through them because of move objects glitches, like you can't have more than one window on a wall kind of thing. So if you guys know a trick to that, let me know. I would like to know it. Let's see. Oh, and the garage I know doesn't, I know the garage, the area above the garage, I know the roofs look a little weird right there because the other roof is kind of cutting into it, but there's not really a whole lot I can do about that without taking away the extra stuff that hangs off the end. But I kind of like the extra stuff that hangs off the end, so I kind of just left it. I know it looks a little silly, but whatever. I love the dark shingles. I use them always. but I've definitely branched out a few times from them, but not very often, especially when it comes to a house that is supposed to be new and updated and modern. I think the black shingles look the best on those kinds of houses, especially yeah, especially when it's supposed to look new. And I remember to put a fireplace chimney on. Sometimes I forget, and then it bothers me because it's not logical, even though I think the fireplace that I put in doesn't appear to be a gas fireplace, so I think it's fine. And that's the outside of the house so far. Right now I'm trying to decide what I should do for the wall. The actual picture has like half wall rock and half siding, but I like the rock wall that came with the, I believe I used the wall from the Vampires expansion. I just liked it, and so I went with it. I thought it looked really good all the way around the porch and the garage, so I just kept it like that. I didn't know if there was a half rock, half siding that would really work with the blue that I wanted to have on the top, but it seemed to turn out fine. And I think right now I'm showing my husband what the house looks like so far. He pointed out that there should be more cement on that side, but then I realized that it wouldn't be even if I had plants in that area where my mouse just moved really quickly. So I just left it that way, but of course if it bothers you, you can change it. It's really up to your own personal design aesthetic. And of course I added a mailbox. Oh, I will add a mailbox shortly. I really love the fact that we can move items independently from the grid. I don't know if you could do that in Sims 3. I haven't played Sims 3 in a long time, but I do like that we can do it in Sims 4. It gives me a little bit more freedom, and I like that we can put things on the wall where we want to, and I'm actually really happy and satisfied with Sims 4 and the way that they have things put out, I guess, in the way that their operating system, I guess, works for the Sims. It's definitely an improvement from Sims 2 and potentially Sims 3. I do like the open world idea of Sims 3 better than the way that this world is. But, I mean, beggars can't be choosers. I wanted to have wooden floors all over, but then I realized that that would look a little dark, and so I think I end up going with wooden floors in the main areas / hallways, and tile in the bathrooms, and carpet in the bedrooms. There might be wood in one of the bedrooms, but I can't remember off the top of my head at this moment. But it's whatever. And I'm not entirely sure why I was holding onto this sink forever. Something I missed during clipping, but I had already gotten so far into clipping that I just left it. I was really into that sink. I must have been talking to my husband or something while I was recording the video. But yeah, we'll get moving here in a second. Oh, there we go. So yeah, putting a sink and putting all the appliances into the kitchen. I added a microwave and a coffee maker as to not over-clutter the counters. And the dining room, of course, is not a formal dining room. It's just in the middle of the room. But formal dining rooms are cool if you have the space for them. I couldn't find a rug that I really liked, so I ended up going with this faux fur rug from City Living Pack, and I ended up going with the fur rug from the Vintage Pack in the living room. And of course you can use shift right and left bracket to make things bigger or smaller. Of course you can't make things smaller than what they already start out to be. But that's a little trick. You have to have testing cheats on in order to do so. And this curtain thing I got from YouTube Simmer Deligracy, who does not put the curtains all the way over the windows as to make it appear that they're not entirely closed. And I actually really like that design aesthetic, so I took that from her and I put it into this build. If it bothers you, feel free to move them. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's the appliances. I put in the most expensive appliances. I don't know why I put that coffee maker in first. I'm like, what is this? I put in the most expensive appliances because I was not limiting myself on the design at all. I wanted my own creative freedom to roam free. Of course, if you do want to see more restricted designs, let me know and I will do that. Of course, I wanted to put in a flat screen TV above the fireplace, but the smaller one wasn't fitting my needs, so I went with the biggest one. Well, actually, I don't think it's the biggest one. I think the one from City Living is the biggest, but I went from the one that you have to have like level 10 guru or what, tech guru or whatever it is to get that one, but I just put it in there anyway. And the reason I used these couches is because I always use those white modern couches, the ones that come in 60 different colors. And I wanted to be using things that I never really use all the time, so I used these ones because I think it went well with the I guess modern slash blue thing that I was going with. I don't know. I couldn't really pick a good one. I don't know. I was just trying to stay away from those white ones that I use all the time. And this little coffee table trick is something that I got from Deligracy as well. Taking the coffee tables and turning them into a octagonal shape by using move objects on and rotating them. I know it's a little glitchy, but it still looks good if you can ignore the layering effect in there. Putting on plants and stuff kind of helps hide that fact. So if you have a large living room and you want one coffee table, there you go. One coffee table made out of 4 coffee tables. I always add plants and stuff around the rooms because I like looking at plants in my own daily life, and it just brightens up the area in my opinion. I would love to have potted plants all over the place once I am in my own house. Picking potted plants though for this table was kind of difficult because I kept picking plants that were too big, and then I changed my mind with those circular plants that came from the Get Together expansion and went with those from the base game. Yeah, that's the kitchen, dining room, living room area. Fixing the lights here. It wasn't quite enough light for me, so I actually put that in the other 2 places too. I actually like layering the lights. I think it has a cool effect, especially when being wanting it to be brighter, but not having the opportunity to have a ridiculous amount of lights, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. So here is where you'll start to see the clipping that I'm talking about, where I have a room empty and then suddenly it'll appear to be completely designed, and I did that on purpose as to save time. And it might bother some people. I mean, it's really all dependent on how you view your game. Yeah. And please do comment if you do like the clipping or if you don't like clipping. If you don't like the clipping, then tell me what you would like to see. If you'd rather have longer videos or smaller builds or whatever it is that you have time to watch, and I will try my best to make those. Oh yeah, so see the walls suddenly turn purple. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. And yeah. So yeah, there's a 1-bedroom there. A hall bathroom is green. The foyer, I like the dark chocolate brown. I find that a very warm and inviting color. And I really like the gold aspect of that room. Just gonna quickly put those in the garage, I guess. The gold in this room I think is very nice and different. I don't think I've ever done a gold and tan inspired. I think it's very elegant and also kind of modern at the same time. I feel like someone who is very girly would have these 2 bottom rooms, but maybe not. I mean, someone, I don't know, it really depends on the sim that you feel like creating. The mudroom is done right there. That's where I have the shoes and coat rack and a bench to sit down and take your shoes on and off. I swear I would be lost without the move objects on cheat. I always layer doors and stairs in corners. It's just impossible to not have it at that point. That little area that I just painted is supposed to be a pantry, but you can't really have a pantry in The Sims. This is the master bathroom, instantly upgraded to browns and tans. And getting some little details. And the master closets, or walk-in closets that turn into a vanity room and a dresser for the wife and a dresser for the husband. It also has a closet in it, so it is a walk-in closet but also kind of not a walk-in closet. This is the toddler / baby room. It actually ends up being very colorful when I'm done with it, adding some high chairs next to the bar. For feeding, I don't know how many toddlers at a time there's going to be in this house, but I've planned for at least 2 at the same time. This bathroom turns out to be really awesome in blue. I like the way that I did the toilets, and toilets plural because there is a training toilet and a regular toilet, and the shower that I did in this little 3x3 area with the towel racks and whatnot. It turns out really nice. The toddler room gets really colorful, and this room right here is just a child's room, or child's ×2 room, 2 beds, and just like a more modernized child's room, I guess you could say. Across the hall from that child's room is going to be the playroom, where they have like that theater thing, the void critter thing, and the skill building things like the craft table, violin, and cyan table. That room to the right, the blue room with the musical instruments, is a boy's room, a boy who is very into music and other things like that. This room turns to be someone who's very into art. I was trying to bring in other skills that Sims can work on into the house itself, but of course you can add more skill things if needed. This room turns to be like someone who's really into exercise. I couldn't figure out what I wanted for the longest time for this room, but I figured exercise would probably be one that's nice to have. Excuse me. So yeah, we are nearly done with this build. Just gonna show you the outside, add a little bit of detail to the backyard, a pool, barbecue, tables, a seating area. I didn't do much with the landscaping. Like I said, I want that to be up to you guys. Added some flowers and some trees. So yeah, I think I upload the video, or upload the house to the gallery, and yeah, so feel free to go on to The Sims and look for this under big family house or big family home. I can't remember. It'll show you in just a little bit what the actual name of it is, and you can download it and design it how you want. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share so I can build my viewership and make more content for you guys. And I am very excited to share this with you, and I hope to share more things with you soon. Oh yeah, Big Family Home is what it's called, and that's what you'll find on the gallery. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later.